Welcome to LP Outdoors, the channel with everything the outdoor world has to offer.
Cool.
Who's staring at me?
It's looking right at her.
My very first Laker.
I love them because they look like
the best eating fish out there.
yeah. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss any of these great adventures. It's going to be an epic fall.
Yep, that's right. Snow on the ground, guys. Had my first trap was iced in today. It ain't gonna be long. We're gonna be out ice fishing. I'm gonna have to pull my traps here. All right, guys. Here I am at the. This was the first job that I set the other day for the beaver problems. I am gonna pull one of the traps because we are freezing hard up here right now, and you know the first trap I checked this morning was frozen. So is this one. And the only way that some of these traps will stay open is if the beavers are coming and going. So if they're not, it's just going to freeze up and it's going to be useless because it ain't going to go off. However, this trap that I had down here in the river, right down there, has a big old beaver. So yeah, I'm going to take you down there, show you what I got. I'm pretty pumped. That's where I made a nice little caster mound down there and put the conibear in front of it. We got a beaver, so I'm going to reset this. I don't think there's going to be too many here because sign-wise, there's just the one trail and a couple trees cut down. So this might have been the only culprit, but let's get down and get them. I gotta be real careful getting down because it's icy. Everything is icy today. Yeah, that's a nice... See, he's all frosted up too. But if you remember from my video the other day where I showed how to set this, I had the trap right there. This is my fencing. And then I made a little caster mound right here out of just some clumps. I'll make another one and reset this. Let's get this beaver out. And I got the big old beaver there. Well, I couldn't be happier, guys. Yesterday, I reached out and found out that there was nothing here. So like I said, I like to do the 2-day checks. Get down here today and got a nice beaver down there. So I'll show you what the set looks like. I'm gonna go get the owner first, see if he wants to see it. So I'm not gonna pull it right now, but I'll get down and show you. You'll remember this set from my video. All right, I hadn't heard from the owner yet today. I figured they weren't up and about yet, but check that out. Nice beaver right there, guys. This is that set that I just randomly made. There was an opening right there by the apple tree, and I said in the video that they probably eat apples, which they do actually, turns out. So he was probably coming up getting a munch on some apples, and I got him. I had some caster right there. I'll reset it again. I don't think there's too many right here. Let's go check. I got a second trap. Second trap is not touched at all. Caster mound's fine. So again, I'm going to leave that go. And I really think that was probably the only beaver, but we'll leave it set because it's a little tiny stream. But we'll leave it go and see what happens. As you can see there, guys, it's another big one. I'd say probably a 50. Darn right. Oh, look, more pretty balls. Oh, I can see I got one right there. I didn't even see that. Muskrat tail. I wish I could leave it, but it's gonna stay cold, so I know it's just gonna keep freezing up on me. If it warms up a bit, I'll reset, but he's frozen. That's a fresh one too. Tell by how limber he is. I probably caught him today. Cool. I got another one set up there closer to the lodge. Hopefully that one's got one, but yeah.
So how does that work? They walk through there and...
Yeah, they hit the middle of that trigger and it snaps them and they're caught.
Like in the water?
Yep.
Oh.
But it hasn't caught them in, 2 days now, so that means they haven't been coming. But there's one more up here by them, and then I got a couple more down the way further. But that one might have one because I don't see.
Oh, I see it.
You see the beaver?
One. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see the fur.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is that trail I showed you right below the lodge in that last video. You could see where they were coming and going. I picked that pinch point and we got one. It's actually a pretty good size one. The trap up there didn't have nothing. It's frozen tight. I kind of worried about that with everything freezing, but yeah, let's get this one out. That's a good size beaver.
Wow.
Yeah, it's probably a 40 pounder anyway. But yeah, that's a nice one. So he was doing a lot of your damage for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
They don't suffer at all. They probably don't even know what happened. Yep, just like that. I love it. I mean,
wow, and now it's already set.
yeah, yep.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's really cool.
Yeah, you can't beat it though. And I've never used these H stands, those metal V stands till this year.
Yeah.
I used to just use sticks and wood and stuff, and it made it harder because I'd have to try to balance it out. But that thing, it's perfect.
Just sinks it into the mud. And...
Yep. Yep, it makes it just right. All right, now the only thing that I worry about here obviously is people, because this is going to be an easy one to see, but you can see that little hole going up under the cement right here. If I had to guess, I'd say that was a mink. Being right along the river, they like to travel that, so you want to look for things like that. They'll have little tunnels and such. I want to set this so that it's right in front of this hole. Just like that. Cool thing is I can push that down a lot further than I thought even. I'm gonna take this grass out of here and I'm gonna blend it over just like that. It looks like there's nothing there. Yeah, see, this will be a good spot because they're gonna run along this bank right here and they're gonna go underneath this big piece of cement. Might even get a muskrat too. There was a few spots down here that looked really good. I stopped here at a public culvert. Oh man, I didn't even see that. Oh, that looks extremely minky. Look at this hole right here, guys. There, that's as far as I can get it, but that looks really good. I'll just kind of brush it in. Yeah, I'm pretty positive that's gonna be a mink hole. Now down here, it's clear as a bell that something's been coming and going a lot, so I definitely have to set down here. I think what I'm gonna do, I was gonna set right there, but I think I'm gonna set at the end of this trail because I'm pretty sure this is gonna be mink too. Right there. Hopefully I can get it in the ground. That ground's pretty frozen. Oh, you know what? See a better spot right there. Problem with these bigger trails, and the reason why I like to choose smaller ones, coons could be running these big trails, and I don't want to get a coon in my 110 because they're probably just gonna pull it and get it messed up. But right here, that right there, that's a mink. There ain't no coons or possums or anything that making something that small. So that's cool. That's a perfect mink run. Don't mess them up either. Don't step in them. Don't get them mashed in or anything. That's as far as I can get it. Maybe I can bend the spring. Worse. There we go. I don't want to take any grass out of that run because it's already perfect. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to blend some of this in so that it doesn't look like there's anything there. That's perfection right there, folks. I like that there's this little hole here that I can stake it off at. But I like this too. I got a feeling they jump over this log right here. Almost looks like there's a muskrat hole right there, but I'm gonna set another blind set right here in case the mink decide to hop over here, and maybe we'll get them by this log. Set it right there, that way it looks like a nice little spot for them to pounce. See, we got some snowfall the past couple days actually. So one cool thing I always like about snowfall, pretty much the only good thing, is that you can see all the sign. Now right here where you can see all this dragging and stuff, it's actually a possum. That possum's just dragging his tail along, and you can always tell a possum hand because they just got these, they'll always have the little thumb print in there. But he walked down here by my mink sets. I don't think I have him. If I would have put something else in here I would have, but he did. Oh god, he got real close. He got right up on that trap, but he's not in there. I came down here hoping to find some mink tracks, but I'm not seeing them, so I don't think they've been moving through here. Alright, now this is where mink can get frustrating. It does happen, folks. These are, I've been waiting, you know, I don't know, like a week. These are fresh mink tracks, so I am happy to see they came through here. I knew they had to be around, but they just hadn't been traveling lately. However, it does look like I think I missed him right here. Yep, I missed him right there. He must have just bumped it, but I am gonna move it because he went right down in there, so at least now I know where he went. I do still have to check the one in the water. That's probably froze up. I will follow his tracks that way in the snow because it looks like he ran through there, and I'll try to find another place to set it. But hey, that's a good sign. Mink are running today. All right, as you can see, I got it set right there, kind of doing a little balancing act. I am gonna brush it in just a bit, only because this mink has already messed up in this trap once, so he's gonna be a little smarter. That right there should do it though. All right, now this is pretty exciting to me. I can see here that the mink used this log a whole lot. It looks like actually probably from the past couple days he's been walking it. So yeah, I bet you while I've been missing him up there, he's been using this, and he's actually using this constantly walking across. So I am gonna set a trap here. All right, I'm gonna try it right there, guys, because I can see he's clearly been going right down. It's hard to see on the camera, but he's been walking right down that little stick there. So yeah, worth a shot. See what happens. All right, these tracks are not quite as fresh, but they're still probably within the past couple days. That is again a mink. You can usually tell Mink are like kitten-sized paw prints, and they bound when they jump. So there's always a little gap between them. But you can see here where these tracks are going. It looks like he's got a nice clearing that they're going through right down there. So I am going to set right there. That looks like a good spot to me. Yeah, we'll set one there. I even brought some predator lure I'm going to drop down just to draw them in more. Well, I ended up getting another one at the job where I had to walk a ways back in the woods. Sadly, though, we were so busy back there, and I hiked back with the owner this time that I didn't film it. I just hurried up and got the beaver out. It was another big one, so I'm going to slap the picture on right now so you can see it. It was a beautiful beaver, and I love that it snowed so you could see snow in the background. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm pulling these beaver traps. I'm done with these jobs. Getting ready to, I think I'm going to set another line on the river. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think.
This season of LT Outdoors Trapping is brought to you by Bass Brothers Lures and Baits. They are located in Iowa, and they carry some awesome lures and baits. You'll see me use them in this show. Now, if you want to order from them, you can call this number or check them out on Facebook.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.